Okay, it's 5:30. We'll call the AHC meeting to order. First, we have approval on the minutes.
I make a motion that we approve the January 16th, 2014 minutes and February 25th, 2014 minutes.
Second, please. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, Kentucky has a draw request for the payment on the equipment for Kentucky Copper. We discussed this already. So, can I get a motion on that? Or is there any discussion on it?
Well, I'll just say that this draw request is for equipment. We owe like 25% of that now, and then when it comes in, it'll be 25% more of it, so.
And we paid some on it.
We owe 50%.
Right. So it's a 50, 25, 25. And this is the second part of it. The next part, the equipment will be on site and to use.
Right, so the fourth installment of
Right.
$181,615.
Okay, need a motion.
Yeah, I need a motion so we can get them the money, the payment request. I so move.
I'll second that motion.
Who made the first?
Gary. All in favor?
Aye.
The next request is for a six-month deferment on the purchase lease agreement amendment with Kentucky Copper. If you remember right, that was, we was deferring everything. They were still gonna make their bank payments, this wasn't counting it, and then they were also gonna pay us a month ahead in April. And also they're gonna catch us up on the interest that they owe us on the grant. Does anybody have any questions on that? We talked about it before. So may I have a motion to accept this request?
I make a motion to accept this request for the 6-month deferment of the purchase agreement, agreement with Kentucky Copper.
Thank you.
I second that.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, the motion carries. So that concludes the IHC meeting. So I may have a motion to adjourn.
I move we adjourn.
Second on that?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
We adjourn. Thank you.
Timekeeper says it's 6 o'clock. Okay, we're starting the special calls council meeting now. And the first item and only item on the agenda today is the mayor council salaries. So I guess we'll entertain a motion concerning the mayor council salaries.
I just want to give my opinion again, on the record, that Alan did do an excellent job researching and proposing what he did propose. However, with the duties of the mayor, what could be added to the mayor, I just think that perhaps that may just be a little low. And I want to propose, and you all to think about $36,000. I just want that on the record, so, with the media here.
Could I make a motion?
Make a motion that it's 36,000. That's the highest rate of any other city in Kentucky. We've had Beach Street ran a little poll. 227 people said reduce a third. That's not a third. Another 30 people said reduce it, but some, but not that much. So it's 257 people were saying reduce it versus 42%, 14% or 42 people who said that it should be reduced, should not be reduced. The median household income in Morgantown is $22,000. Income per capita is 36% less than any the Kentucky average. So I propose that we reduce it to 36,000, which is not as much as I originally wanted, but at least we wouldn't be over $8,000 above any other city in Kentucky.
So you put that in motion?
Yes, I make a motion that we reduce the mayor's salary to $36,000. I'll leave the council out of it for now.
I second that. So you got a motion and a second, so.
Any discussion on this?
Well, it's just opportune time to do something like this. It's not personal against anybody. It's trying to be, as I said, good stewards of the taxpayers' money. You're adjusted, it's something we adjusted the council, and this is just an adjustment that puts it more in line with fourth and fifth class seats. That's just my discussion.
Any other discussion?
Like I've said before, it's not been an issue with people that I've talked to, and for the 3 years that I've been on the council, and we did lower the council 15% 2 years ago, and but even then it wasn't an issue, and since that happened, I've never had one person to thank us for reducing that salary. So, again, it just proves to me pay wasn't an issue.
Any other discussion?
Well, I don't think that, that salary is an issue. I think they want to see results. People want to see results. And if these results are being seen, then I think they want it. They like for it to be the same.
Well, I said before, you know, I was on this from the start. I've been on it exactly one that started, so the mindset of the people has changed. I mean, that's definitely for sure, because they are seeing the results. But I'll just leave it that they have, the mindset of the people has changed.
All that said, you know, I'm here to represent the people. And by the numbers I'm seeing in the polls, there are enough people interested in lowering it that I think it should be lowered. There are only 40.
Well, the numbers, even looking at your stats, so, you know, you can see that we're way out of line.
We're $42,600, and we're one of the poorer counties. I mean, how can you justify that when the next highest is 36,000?
Well, some of your numbers you're looking at, some of it is commission and mayor.
The 36.
When the commission people, when the council act as commissioners, they have a specific task to do, whether it be utilities, recreation, or whatever. Others, some of those you mentioned, there are city managers.
I don't know.
That doesn't add up to this. This says that the second largest salary is 36,000, and that's a full-time position with no city manager. And even with the ones with city managers, that's when the salaries go way down to zero. And the part-time, of course, they go down. I mean, if you're gonna make it part-time to justify 36,000, fine, but I don't think that's necessary.
Well, there again, you know, you can ask, I mean, full-time, part-time, your mayor's duties. I'll say that again. Your mayor's duties are your mayor's duties, so whether it's 2 hours or 200 hours, it doesn't matter.
Just for a matter of record, what are the current salaries?
For the mayor, 42,000.
641.
This is 41.8.
It says 41 on this, Linda told me it's 42.
I think it's
41,813 is what the list says from Kentucky League of Cities.
Now, at the meeting Thursday, I wrote down what Mayor Town said. It was 42,667.
Well, I was just making a ballpark
It's
figure.
41.8.
I'm just saying what she
41,813.
said.
That's what the
I
Kentucky League
didn't
of
catch
Cities.
it the other day, but
Well, I
it's,
couldn't make it up, so.
Okay, and then the council is 60, it was 7740, I think it's 60.
it was
65,
640, went down to 548.
Yeah.
Was it 630, went down to 548?
I'm talking about yearly, they got it to 77
Yearly.
something on there, which is right, we took the
I
cut.
think my W-2 was 60.
I don't know about annual. I just go by monthly because that's what I deal with.
Did that answer your question, John?
Oh, yes, thank you. I just
And
can't
like
read
I-
it because I can't
Like
see
I've
it.
said before, I could care less what other cities pay. I mean, we do what we do, and they do what they do.
And I'm not running, but, I mean, the time that I get up to make my list out, And then the time I got here, just like this morning, I'd already had a list made of things to do. I got here and I met with a person from a factory for an hour and a half. I did my emails, I did my phones, I met with another guy on that train, energy efficiency. After that, that all went into, I had a meeting at the library. After that, I come back and got some things ready here, finished up on some of my bookwork there. And usually even at night, if you look through my window, I'm usually at the big table laying out some things. But it is a time-consuming job. As I say, as a principal, I think I ended up making, I don't know, like $55,000 or $56,000. And this is every bit as energy consuming as that is. And plus you've got, you know, a lot of people, that not a lot, but you've got some, you know, complaining. You've got different things that you have to take care of. It is a pressure job. Somebody might take it for that.
I don't deny it. I mean, I agree with Linda on one thing. It is a pressure job, but people other places are doing the same job for a lot less. And Jerry says we shouldn't care, but the people care, or they wouldn't have voted that way in that poll. And if some of those people, Gary pointed out a good point the other day. He said that, you know, some of those are out in the county votes. I don't dispute that. Some of them may be, but not all of them are. If you cut it in half, it's still a majority for a cut.
Well, Danny Carl made a good point the other night about, you know, we don't know what,
Fringe benefits.
yeah, or, you know, they might not get a salary, but they might get
I doubt they're any better than ours. We have.
insurance or
We have the
something, you know.
full, we have.
We don't get the insurance.
Our mayor can get full insurance if she doesn't have insurance for no money. It will be paid by the city.
Now, I don't get it, but
Would you
But
just,
she could.
she's got good
I don't
insurance.
get it.
She already had insurance, is the only reason she didn't take it.
So she saved us $20-some thousand a year just for insurance.
Now, think about that. I didn't mention that because I didn't want to bring it up and just, you know, it even bothered. I think, I am pro-insurance. I think people should have insurance.
But she
And-
saved us $80,000 to $90,000 in your term by having her own insurance.
The next mayor
but
who
I'm
comes in, if
64
they
years
don't have
old. If you want a
insurance,
young
they will be
person
fully
in,
covered
they can't do it for that.
for nothing.
Who said we wanted to?
And I think that's a sound policy.
Well,
That's the election process, whatever they
I
want.
think you want to hang on to one for a little while.
And then, I didn't exactly go back on the mayor, but I did on the council. They had been the same pay since 2001, the 7,700 before we reduced it 2 years ago. And I'm pretty sure the mayor has been the same since 2001. So that's 13 years that it's been this very same.
There was one time the mayor
It's been too high for too
there
long.
was one time the
But
mayor was
I'm not
almost
arguing that,
97,000.
But I'm saying, if there's any misconception that it's been increasing as time goes, it's not been.
Now, you don't get cost of living, and we don't get overtime or anything like that.
It's because we neglect to take it.
No, it's
We
because
always
you're
vote on the
exempt
cost of
for-
living raise for the workers, and we always say, not us. But we could take it if we wanted.
Question?
We got a motion and a second on the
We
floor.
got a motion and a second on the floor. Do we want a voice vote? I
Yes.
guess we need one. Is there any other discussion?
Go ahead.
Aye.
Nay.
Nay.
Nay?
Aye. 3-3.
So we got what?
3-3.
3-3.
Well, I'm going to stay with the regular salary. I will break that time. Because I know now, if you're going to get anything done, you're going to have to get in there and people have to be paid.
The motion fails?
So the motion passes. Positive.
The motion failed.
The motion failed.
Failed, okay. Yeah. Sorry, I'm on last night, or
I like the way
night
you said it forward.
before, whenever that was. Yes, so.
There again, we said last time, we respect our
Yeah.
fellow council
Absolutely.
people's votes. There's no hard
Absolutely.
feelings.
I haven't got hard feelings against anything, I just believe you're wrong.
Mayor opinion.
So we need another motion?
No, motion to adjourn.
So it stayed,
It stayed like it was. I heard right. Did I hear right? I want to make sure I heard.
I didn't know if I needed to
It
make a
was-
motion to keep it the same.
No.
Because we didn't deal with the council either.
No, he said he's leaving the
I'm
council
leaving
out.
the council out of it just to try to.
So
get
my
this-
understanding that everything stayed the same beginning
Yeah.
2015 term for the
My
mayor.
suggestion would be,
I move,
Did you make a
I
motion?
move that the salaries, the mayor and the council stay the same
That makes it
for the
clear.
year of, start the year of 2015, just to be legal.
Well, if you're done that, then you're gonna get a second on that for somebody?
Yeah,
There's just gonna be a vote again, I'm voting no.
Okay, I'll second it.
All right, so
We want a
the
voice
motion
vote?
is that we keep it, that we keep the mayors and the council the same as it is. That's what, and the second, so, any other discussion on that? All right, we'll go through another voice, vote.
Nay.
Aye.
Aye.
Nay.
And I will break that tie. So the motion carries, the council and the mayors will stay the same, during this next term.
I move that we adjourn,
Is that for the whole term or just 2015?
2015.
4 years.
It's been
For
for
the
4
4
years.
years.
Four-year term.
See, the mayor's a 4-year and the council
Council's
is 2
2
years.
years.
Hang on.
Mark could have questions.
I just remember a few years ago, you were going to address the boards also. Never has been addressed, has it?
No, it's not as far as the money, you're talking about the money they make.
I've asked that
You said
question.
you were going to address across the board, mayors, council, boards, and you've addressed 2 of them now.
And they're different salaries on different boards.
I've asked that question and you was checking in to see how, if we could adjust the utilities. and all
Yeah, we
that.
can
Right,
discuss
this is
it.
a special call meeting, so.
That's true.
That's right, yeah, we can.
I should have waited till after the meeting.
Consider that.
We got them up, so everybody adjourned, right?
Did we, no, we had,
I make a motion that we adjourn.
Yes, we did.
Second.
yeah, second.